Do we really need to ask that question again?
Every single time. Do we need an intro? Do we need an intro? Do we need an intro? That's the question.
Yeah. So sometimes we'll get back to having intros again one day.
Maybe. Let's get into it, bro. Hey, welcome back to the Shoe Dog Podcast, episode 97. With me and the bro, 808 Kicks ATL. Remember to like, follow, subscribe. Come and chat to us. Let's have a conversation. Let's break it down like we always do. Please do go check out the audio podcast. Please do go and like, click, comment, all of that stuff to actually keep engaging. And we will keep growing because we love to do this. And we love to bring you all the news and information for the week because it kind of gets really, really funny sometimes, doesn't it, bro? Life is funny.
Man. Yeah. The sneaker culture never fails to give us jokes to say. So
exactly,
as we got
bro.
The jokes, we'll be back to break them to y'all next week. Trust me.
Exactly. But what we here to do? What are we here to do, bro? What are we here to do?
Same thing we do every week. Try to take over the world.
Exactly that, bro. Exactly that. And we're slowly, step by step, succeeding that conquest of the world, bro.
Yeah, man. Slowly but sure. You got people real spiced up about that situation.
Oh, bro. The amount of people that were actually at me about the Uggs. Look, I think there was a misconception of one person's response. Shout out to the guy, because when I said if you ain't got Uggs from 1974. He thought I'd said if you haven't got the old Uggs from 1974, then basically your Uggs are fake. But no, it's a company called Uggs since 1974. That's their legitimate website. Uggs Originals is there's two brands in Australia. Uggs Originals, which we found out later after the podcast, and Uggs since 1974. They're authentic. When I say authentic, I'm saying original Uggs from 1974. Right. That's the company that started the Ugg trend in terms of the boot and you know what? Uggs ain't supposed to be for wintertime either. Uggs were renowned for people that were like surfing, putting Uggs on their feet, going to the beach. They were casual boots and they're not supposed to be worn in the wintertime. But we, as like with all that sheep fur and all of that stuff on it, we actually use it for like wearing it in the wintertime because it keeps us warm. So that was crazy. Like I was like, whoa, I got so much not backlash. I got so much comments. I think shout out to Shabella. Basically, she was at me, bro. Like I had 20 comments for in an hour. I was like, yo, you can't be real. Oh, it's people like glad I didn't get them, and people were like, oh no, you're wrong. I got them from Regent Street. I said, whoa. Ironically, that they're still not legitimate. That's a commercialized version, and they're cheaper in terms of the quality of the build. They're cheaper as well. Uggs, shout out to Uggs since 1974 because on their website, and I found out it's real from this guy that actually kind of mentioned it, and he kind of broke it down even further than I did, and I posted it, and I just a troll, just a little bit, just a little bit of a troll. I just put it on my stories, and even Uggs since 1974 takes a shot at the commercialized Ugg.
Yeah,
and it was too funny. Yeah, the whole situation was too funny.
They standing on the fact that they are the original boot, you know what I'm saying? And they're not pulling away from the fact that there are other companies, because it's not just the two of them. It's a third company too, you know what I'm saying? And doing further research after the podcast, and that's another thing too. A lot of the people that were in the comments were reacting to a clip of you saying your Uggs are fake, jokingly introducing the topic. Because I didn't know what you were talking about either. You know what I'm saying? I hadn't seen that story. You asked me if I had saw it, and you was like, yeah, bro, fake Uggs. I'm like, man, fake Uggs. Like, whatever. I mean, we can talk about it, but whatever, right? I didn't realize the seriousness of the situation until even after the podcast, after we talked about after we had the conversation, and I'm going to make the thumbnail, and I'm finding all these different companies. I'm like, wait a minute, bro. It's more than two. You know
exactly that. You know what? Your reaction to the conversation was class. Sometimes this is what we do sometimes on the podcast is basically give our reactions. Sometimes you bring a subject or topic and not even mention it to me, and you want to gauge my reaction. And that's the same thing I did with the Uggs. And I was like, you know what? I need to not tell you what this situation's about, but I just need to brief it on the podcast and gauge your reaction. And your reaction, for all the people that are listening, your reaction was, what are you talking about, bro? Like, wow, Uggs face. And you can see it on your face. And the more I talked about it, by the end of the conversation, you was like, nah, that's bad. That's bad, bro.
Yeah. And that's I have to maintain my composure when I'm reading comments on Reels, because it's not the full conversation, and we're dealing with people who haven't watched the show. You know what I'm saying? If you watch the whole pod and you hear the full conversation, even though it's just two of us, we welcome conversation all the time. That's why we like to have like-minded and not so like-minded people come on the pod with us to you know, give their sides of these stories that we're discussing. But let's not get it twisted with the whole situation. It is legitimate versus legitimate. It's just the spin you can put on it is the Uggs that most of us are buying aren't the original Uggs company, so they fake.
No, it pretty much
it's gonna always be a joke.
Yeah, it pretty much got into the situation where you going, how legit do you want to go? It literally, how legit do you want to go with your authenticity? Because basically, like Uggs, bro, the name Ugg in itself is just basically a derivative of what that sneaker is. It basically derives from people calling it an ugly sneaker. Oh, what's that ugly shoe? Like that's where it came from. That's where Uggs. That if you break down, I've broke down the history. If you look since 1960. Up to the development of the actual Ugg sneakers in 1974, Ugg is an Australian term for, oh, look at those ugly sneakers you got, or look at those ugly shoes you got. That's where Ugg comes from.
Stop saying sneakers.
Yeah, it's a shoe, it's a boot. Where'd that ugly boot come from? So basically, that's derivative of where that name comes from. That's where the Ugg name comes from. It's Australian term for calling an ugly sneaker. And to be honest, it was used in England, it was used in Australia. It's kind of conduced, and it kind of amalgamated to Ugg. Look at that Ugg. You see what I'm saying? Rather than say, look at that ugly boot. Like, let's look at that Ugg. You see what I'm saying? So that's where it comes from. So ironically, even to this day, some people still call it an ugly boot. See what I'm saying? So it lived up to its name, bro.
It's a fact. It is a fact now. That is a fact. But
I should have started off with your Uggs are ugly.
Hey, it is what it is, bro. Like, and we don't often have to recant. Which this ain't no recant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's an explanation for those of y'all that's hell. I don't even know why I'm explaining to them. They might still not watch the pod. Even if we clip this up. If we clip this up and put it on IG, they're gonna be like,
listen to the podcast. Go. No. It's everything with fake news and all of that stuff. It is basically, if you haven't got the full context. Look, anybody could clip up 3 or 4 minutes of a 10-minute conversation and put a narrative to it, right? But if you don't listen to the full context terms of, bro. Prime example. This week or last week, right? There was a news presenter in the BBC. And the BBC is a big, government-based news show. You know the BBC, right?
Yeah.
And the news presenter was shown giving the middle finger. Just before the basically she was caught giving the middle finger to the audience, and live, bro. Live. It was definitely live middle finger to the audience, and then she went into the thing. But her she got slandered for it the week before. This week, you saw the full context when she was doing the countdown. She was going 10, 9, 8, 7, and then when she went to 2, she did the double finger, and 1, and then she started. So that was her countdown. That's how she counts down. Everybody kind of now is joking about it, but if you don't get the full context of the conversation, then you can't belong in the narrative of that conversation, because you are taking a clip and running with it. And that's what we see a lot on social media. Is a lot of people take a clip from 5 minutes there, 30 seconds there, and make their own narrative, not even realizing the full conversation. It may be talking about how bad that is, but they take the narrative and they say that person's bad because they've talked about it. Look, bro, get the conversation first. Get the whole context of the conversation, and then talk about it. See what I'm saying?
Man, I don't care about narratives. You know what I'm saying? Just listen and watch the show.
Watch the show.
And I appreciate all y'all comments and likes and all that. Just
I don't even.
If you think, because we gonna tell you what we mean every time. When I see something, especially if I feel like somebody comes sideways at you, here I come.
Oh yeah,
not that you need saving, because I know how you can be on that keyboard from our DMs, bro. These people don't understand. Y'all don't want these paragraphs from TJ. Trust me,
bro. I had interesting enough about that. I had somebody, you know, my Air Trainer 1 review. I did a review on my channel with all the Air Trainer 1s, right? And I was like judging them, and this was last year's pickups. I had like loads, like 5, 6, or maybe 8 Air Trainer 1s, and I was going through them. I was showcasing, right? Some guy on my YouTube, you can go check the comment. Some guy on my YouTube said, "Good, I rate the video, but they're all garbage." Right? And I was like, okay. I didn't react. I don't react like I normally react, right? Or I don't react like you expect me to react. All I said was, that's fine. A lot of people probably like this sneaker, but most people probably think that what you have on your feet is garbage as well. That was my response. No response back, bro. No response back. But that's the best response you can give to somebody that says that. Because, bro, everybody thinks everybody else's rotation's garbage anyway, bro. There'll be one person out there that thinks your rotation's garbage because you buy this or you buy that. Somebody, shout out to the other guy that responded back to that, to my comment, to say, I don't believe this, but he says, if you only buy Jordans, then your rotation's garbage anyway. I was like, whoa, he went in.
Bro, it's so many troll accounts on YouTube, dog. It's ridiculous, bro. Like the no avatar, you know what I'm saying? No, they not subscribed to nothing. They ain't got no subscribers, no videos, no playlists. Just a blank account that will leave negative comments on your videos, dog. It's so.
Yo, bro, that's KD. That's KD. KD's sneaking, bro. Burner account.
Bro, somebody,
bro,
and it'd be a bunch of them, bro. It's like they attract each other to your video. Like once one hit, then here come another one. And they always, like, in a few days span, you'll get 4, 5, 6 negative comments, and they all remember blank accounts.
I remember when your Amma Mania Dust got called fake.
Yeah.
And you know, ironically, somebody mentioned that ironically, somebody mentioned that same thing about my dorm pair. Like
and the gratitude. And the gratitude.
Yo, no. Yeah, I had a comment the other day. This is jokes. This is proper jokes. I had a comment the other day on my Gratitude 11s, right? And somebody said to me, they're fake. They didn't actually say it to my dorm pair. They said on my Gratitude 11s, your Gratitude 11s are fake because the milky outsole is clearer than what you've got in your picture. And I was like, what? I got exclusive access from the Sneakers app. This has come from the Sneakers app. I got receipts for this as well. And you're telling me my Gratitude 11s are fake because the filter on my camera or the filter on the recording camera made the Gratitude 11s milky outside look more milkier than it's supposed to. It looked more yellow on the pictures than it's supposed to. And I'm like, how are you judging by that, bro?
Bro, stop. Okay? Let me explain something to you right now. This is for you, right here. We've all seen the shoe, bro.
Yeah.
The shoe is milkier than it looks on every single picture. But guess what happens? Guess what happens when you put it on a video? It looks how it's supposed to look. It looks on your video the same way it looks on my video and everybody else's video. It's milkier than it is yellow. A lot of the pictures that we were seeing, they look more yellow than they really are.
Yeah, but the filter on my camera made it look way more yellower than milkier. So in realistic terms, he actually thought I had a fake pair. But why would I get a fake pair when I walked into Nike Town or Westfield's Nike the other day and I had them in hand?
Are we really doing this right now? Come on, man.
No.
We don't have to do this. We don't have to do this. We've both been doing this long enough for people to understand and know how we can get down, bro. I'm not finna do this for nobody. I'm not finna explain any of my pairs to any goddamn body.
Yeah. You don't need to, bro. Like oh man, you know one good thing I did learn this week, right, is the UK are looking to ban some of these resale sites. Not resale sites. I mean some of these UA sites because basically it looks like that they're clamping down on the trademark from Nike and all the other companies, and it does seem like they're actually kind of trying to clamp down on some of these UAs coming into the country now. So every shop that's identified as a UA shop is getting shut down online, and there's no UK shipping. So it looks like the government here is trying to do something about fighting unauthenticated pairs or fake pairs, which is great, to be honest.
Yeah.
Which should have been done in the first place, because Nike should be, like, the brand should be working with states and governments to actually trying to work out where these companies come from, what websites they've got, and then kind of shut them down. I learned that from TikTok because somebody put it on TikTok. It's like, these UA companies are starting to shut down, or these governments are trying to shut down the UA companies from actually ordering to the UK. You have to provide like a authentication, which is quite interesting, to be honest. Will it shut down? Yeah, it should have been like that. Like, will it shut down everything? Probably not. Will it kind of still mean people get UAs? Probably still, but it kind of means somebody's doing some actions against it. So it's good to see. But yes, interesting.
It's still gonna happen. It's okay.
Yeah. Where's a means, there's a way, innit? All the time. Where there's a mean, there's a way. So how's your week been, bro?
I want to say Stonecrest Mall. Y'all need to Champs looking real sad right now. Real sad. Minimal product, minimal shelving, minimal employees.
What?
Yeah, Champs looking real sad right now. Same size store, just a lot less stuff and way more room. Yeah, I don't. It's looking bad for Champs.
Does it look like a shop that looks like it's closing down soon?
No, but I mean it's still fancy looking, but it ain't got too much of nothing in there. It's almost like a boutique.
Yeah, bro, it reminds me of any of our Foot Lockers in the UK now. When you go in, there's only sneakers that probably are long-term sitters rather than like kind of heat. Like, I mean, that's what's happened.
That's not the issue. I'm just thinking about how much product I used to be able to look at versus now. It's not that much for you to look at for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They might where before they had, let's say they had 100, 150 pairs on the wall in the whole store, you know, men's, women, kids. They got 100 pairs on the wall. Now it might be like 50. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the big racks of t-shirts and the big step shelves with pants and hoodies and socks and not gone. It's gone. They got everything. They downsized the store. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if it's an aesthetic choice, but it's looking sad. By the way, Macy's at Stonecrest sucks. Macy's, y'all trash, bro. Y'all trash. Them folks up in there, dog, they act like they don't want you to spend no money.
Oh man, me and my missus went shopping this weekend, Christmas shopping. Some of the stores look like it's like a radical change. You walk in and it's like, when did you streamline? When did you go streamline with most of your kind of merchandise? Because it's not appealing to me at all. You walk in and it's like, no, where's everything? Where is everything? Bro, one of these stores, right? It's most of the stuff you get from there. You're getting cargos, you're getting hoodies, all of that good stuff, right? I walked in, and me and Mrs. walked in, and it was like, there's a shop called a White Shop, which is basically just black, white gear. That's it. And you're like, where's the colours? Where's the autumny colours? Where's the winter colours? Where's the, where is everything? And you're like, what's happening, bro?
We were just talking about the mall a couple of weeks ago. I mean, like, Christmas ain't feeling like Christmas no more. That. Yeah, bro. It's trash. It's trash in the mall, boy. It's trash in the mall. I'd have been to 2 malls this weekend between Thursday and Friday. Not looking good. And last week too. Last weekend. Yeah. Not looking good, man.
But by the way, let me just say a thank you for trying on the actual Soulfly Jordan 8s. I know we weren't successful.
That was a horrible
release. That was a horrible release, right? I know we weren't successful, but in the end, like I said to you in my DMs to you, we moved, bro. I will still get that eventually, but we moved because basically that's the way we are. We are definitely going to always maneuver. I will probably get that in the new year, and I can't wait to get it. But bro, like, I'm gonna gauge the price over Christmas and New Year. Hopefully that dips to like $250, then I'll get it. But that was a horrible release, and I'm surprised. You know what? I won't be. It'll be quite interesting to see if it actually does come out in the UK, because Soulfly 13s came out in the UK and they came about a couple of weeks. So maybe the waiting game is the best game to play on this one, because like it's set the 17th now. Maybe it will release on the 23rd. If it does release on the 23rd, I might have an option to copy it on retail, which would be quite good. I've reached out to a lot of people. Shout out to the people I reached out to, because some of these people are actually connected to stores. So it was good to see like some of these guys kind of respond back, and they said they don't know what's happening with the release, whether they're going to get them. So this is why I asked you to actually go in for me this week. But it's great to see, though. Like, it was great to see that. Well, thank you. That's what I meant to say for the actual trying to assist. But bro, like we always say, it is what it is, and then you have to move. And when you move, you just move swiftly in trying to get what you need to get. That's the main thing with it. But those will be mine. Definitely, those will be mine eventually. But that's the. I always keep the same energy. Like, you know me, bro. Even if I don't get, I will get. That's the way it's always gonna be.
You know.
But yes, so how was your week, bro? I'm intrigued.
Thursday night, right? Holiday party for my wife's job, right? So the whole office, people coming from out of town, corporate situation, right? At shout out to Jeff. They always do it at Jeff's house. Jeff got this stupid house in Sandy Springs. Stupid house, man. Like, Jeff house, boy. Something else. So remember when I was telling you about a dude that worked with my wife who claimed he knows somebody that worked at Nike?
Okay. We're going down that road then.
So I finally because that was earlier this year. And this guy, he's not local. He come from out of town. So I finally get to put the face to the name, right?
Yeah.
This dude, I've met him before.
Okay.
A few times. And just in regular conversation, people at my wife's job know I'm a sneaker guy. That's another part to the story too, right? So Brian, shout out to Brian. He 50-something, late 50s, white guy, business type, corporate it's a corporate party. So everybody and here I go, right? I got my loafers on, got my slacks on, got my button up.
It's a casual thing. It's a casual thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Brian, he rolled up on me. Yeah, man, this and that. He said his friend's wife works at Nike. And
okay.
He asked her what could he get put on some type of list, or like those were his exact words. Like how do I get on the list? You ready for what she told him?
Go on.
I can send you a link to this website. And you can put in your information and become a member to Nike.
So basically, she said,
and you can make your purchases. You can make your purchases for whatever you need.
Perfect response, bro. Perfect response to that. You know what? That's a troll in a troll. That's a troll in a troll, bro. Like it's basically saying. It's basically saying you're just a regular customer. What are you talking about? You ain't nothing special, would you?
No, buddy. But yeah, shout out to Brad, man, for at least asking, because he didn't have to do that. And like I said, when my wife told me about it, she knew it wasn't going nowhere either.
Yeah,
but it was just because I wasn't even thinking about it. And sure enough, so when he walked up on me, that's the first thing he said to me. And
bro.
After pleasantries, he went straight to the shoe conversation.
Yeah, bro. Are you saying that he thought that this site was exclusive as well? Tommy didn't think that.
No. He understood he knew exactly what she was saying.
Like, okay, he knew he got fogged off. It was pretty much an access denied situation, bro.
Right.
You ain't coming in, bro.
Right. No. Ain't nothing happening. You can get your products the same way everybody else get theirs, right?
Yeah.
Ain't no telling what her job is in the company, so ain't no telling.
Bro,
she probably got employee store access or whatever.
Yeah.
Or whatever, but nah.
As a matter of fact, she probably took his name down and made sure he was always going to be in the back of the line for the future, bro. Get to the back of the line. Get to the back of the line.
Look, don't let me find out she work in the IT department. Strike this account.
Well, bro, who cancel everything? Oh, you think you got that? You think you actually got the Dusk or the Dawns? You think you got the Jordan 8, whatever? You think you got the Jordan 3? Nah. As soon as it ships, it's cancelled, bro.
Your account has been flagged for bot activity. Listen.
Yo. But you have to admire him for taking the shot. If you don't take your shots, you don't know if you're gonna miss or hit. That's the thing, bro. You got to take your shots.
That's why I shouted him out. And listen, he's a character. Like it was a bunch of cats. Shout out to KJ too. KJ is a big, and that's the second part of the story. All of my wife's coworkers, these middle-aged white men that work in a corporate setting and they operate in a corporate way, their lives. You know what I'm saying? They don't care nothing about sneakers, but every last one of them walking up on me, looking at my loafers, saying, "Oh man, where the sneakers at?"
Yo, on that day you were trolling, bro. You know what?
No,
you thought you. No, come on, bro. You actually thought, you know what?
No,
everybody knows me for sneakers.
I got dressed up for my wife, bro. Like, come on,
Okay,
I can do
cool.
that, right?
Yeah, you could do that. Definitely.
I'm not asking you that. I'm asking them. Like,
Yeah.
What you mean, bro? what you want me to come in a hoodie and some jeans? Like, watch out, man.
Yeah.
Man. I can do it. You know, I of course we all got sneakers that we can wear with, you know, a suit or a casual wear or whatever. But no,
it's a good flex when you can actually
wear sneakers all the time. So
yeah,
I had to do that for her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I went and bought some brand new shoes too. So yeah.
Oh, I like that. I did. It was really funny when I was actually going for my mate's wedding last year. Was it last year? Yeah, last year. And basically, I got told somebody said to me, or my mate said to me, what sneakers are you going to be wearing to the wedding? I said, what do you mean sneakers? I said, no, you're a sneaker guy. What sneakers are you? And you know what? Ironically, when you're associated to one thing and everybody knows you for one thing. Yeah, you want you to do it. But no. I went to the shop. I bought myself a good pair of like proper casual, like formal shoes, and wore them to the wedding. And that's how you're supposed to do it. You have to be. You can't go to the narrative that everybody wants you to be in those occasions, bro. I could have worn some Jordan 11s. I could have worn anything, bro, for that actual wedding. But I just thought, you know what? Let me go and wear some proper formal like shoes, and then that's what I did. Pretty much. Yeah. But people kind of associate you with because you're the sneaker guy, or you're the cake guy, or you're the model guy, or no. Yeah. You don't pigeonhole people like that. It's people have got more to give than just what they kind of bring to the table in terms of what you see.
I appreciate it though. It is appreciated, because to be noticed or known for what you're passionate about is a good thing.
You know? Yeah, exactly. It definitely is.
Brian asking me questions about sneaker culture and comping, and that was an uncomfortable conversation.
Really?
It's like, because you're asking. He was asking generally, like it ain't like he was gonna try to cop. It ain't like he really cared like that. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I kind of had situations like that when.
So I didn't want to go into no real detail. You know what I'm saying? So I just skimmed over. The conversation. Like, it's hard. It's hard to get some of this stuff. And like, what you gotta go stand in line. And I'm like, nah, you can do everything online now. So
you know what it feels like sometimes. It's like it's not like looking down on you. It's patronizing what you do.
Yeah,
it feels that way sometimes because when it doesn't come from a genuine place. When somebody really doesn't know. And they want to know, it's different because you've seen the keenness in their thing. But when somebody's trying to just hold a conversation because they think, like, it's the icebreaker, but like when people just want to.
That's what I want to talk about.
Exactly, but it's like they think you want to talk about sneakers all the time. Like, bro, when we get together, or when when Scott comes down or Dale comes down, all of that stuff, when we all get together, right? It's not always about just sneakers. We have a good time. We talk about families. We talk about stuff, and the sneaker conversation. Maybe we may have maybe half an hour to an hour where we talk about, oh, you see this, you see that. Like the whole conversation is never always going to be about sneakers, and that's what people don't get, man. This is why I said don't pigeonhole people, because all of a sudden you just talk about, and it becomes uncomfortable because it feels like you're not keen. First of all, you're not keen. Second of all, you're just talking about it because you want to talk to me. Bro. And third of all, I'm just more than sneakers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you stop patronizing me.
I'm not finna teach you how to cop Jordans in the middle of this party. Like,
let me take my app out. You know what it is? It's a situation where sorry, bro. It's a situation where you're like, he thinks he's gonna talk to you. You're gonna pull it up your phone. Yo, this is what I got. This is that's what he thinks you're gonna do.
Not with him. I'll do it, but not with him in that situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Because I know you don't really care, bro.
And also, you don't know about enough about sneakers to value what I'm talking about either as well, and that's what it is.
Bro, he's old enough to know way more about sneakers than me if he was really interested in it. If you have, like, he didn't mention having sneakers or being interested in it or nothing like that. It was just like and like I say, it's appreciated. You know, he was trying to bridge the gap or whatever gap he thought might have been there. You know what I'm saying? And culturally, there is a big gap between me and him, be honest with you. So that's why I say I did feel uncomfortable, but at the same time, I kind of understood where he was coming from.
Yeah, you got to kind of be understanding, but I think he's got rapport with your wife now. He's trying to get rapport with you, but like I do, like I've had this occasion where people like. I've called people out, and so sorry, this whole conversation is going on a bit too long, but I've called people out. Somebody's told me back in the day when I was first starting, and I didn't know anybody. Like I'm talking anybody in the States, anybody around the world, and all of that stuff. And it's out of me getting into this whole, it's like, social element that I've actually got to know a lot more people. Like, and back in the day I would have been struggling to kind of find out how to go and get the Jordan 8 Soulflies and blah blah blah, but one of the guys I used to go to the gym with actually said, oh, I know a couple of people in the States that actually pick up sneakers. I'll reach out to them and see what they can do and stuff like that. I was like, all right, and he used to tell me that all the time, and I was like, all right, cool, I'll let you know. And then one day I called his bluff. I literally called his bluff. I said, all right, cool. How about you try and get me this? Because it's a States exclusive. I want to see if your friends can help me out, and I will maneuver and I'll shift and stuff like that. Bro, 1 week, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, coming to the release. Bro, you heard anything? And because I have to move. Nah, bro, they're not getting back to me. Oh no, bro. He said it's gonna be difficult. Oh no, bro. I don't know what he's gonna do. Like, come on, bro. You don't talk the most and show nothing. And this is why I love when my missus says this. It's all about actions. It's all about how people move. Just watch the way people move, and you realize how true they are to their word. And bro, I was like, I called his bluff, and he couldn't kind of live up to it, which is crazy. Like, come on, you've been talking the most for the past year or so, but when I actually say go pull the trigger, and I said, all right, cool, let's do it, and he goes like, oh, sorry, no, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah.
I hate that.
That's why I don't advertise that. I do that. Actually, I do the opposite. The people that I do that for know who they are, and I'm not doing that for and everybody. So you shouldn't put it out there like that if you don't really mean it.
Exactly, bro. Your word is your bond, bro. Like, your word is always your bond. And if you like, this is why I love Scarface the most. With some of the sayings in that movie is absolutely dope. You like, what did it say? All you got in this world is your word and your balls, and that's it. I don't break them from nobody. And bro, that is the best saying ever. You keep up to your words, and people will realize how true you are. That's the best saying ever, bro. Ever in this world. Nice. Absolutely. But yes, bro. Just a quick one. Just before we move on, I had a video. I can't find it. I think it got removed. But this week there was my missus sent me a video about this girl who was on socials, right? And I want to gauge your opinion. She was flexing all her rotation. And you like, all right, cool, sick, absolutely dope. And then you realize she's been hollering, and they all UAs. And she's like, look at my rotation, like, this is absolutely epic. But you realize she's been getting them from all UA sites, and they're all UAs. And what made me laugh, and the reason why I wanted to actually show that video was because somebody put on there, I love you, Air Gordons. That was bro, I wish you could show it because it was too funny. It was too funny.
Hold on. So what you're saying is they were noticeable reps?
Yep.
Oh my god. And she was, oh my god.
She was flexing, bro.
Why you?
I feel sorry for.
Bro, you supposed to send it to me.
Yo, I'll try and find it. Like if I find it after this, I will send it to you, bro. I think she deleted it because she got so much she got so much hate for it or so much trolling for it. But like people were at her like, oh, how can you flex when you got UAs and fakes? But the comment that had me in stitches, and this is why I didn't send it to you, because I wanted to show you today, and I can't find it. And this is why I was a bit cursing before this, like, where the hell is it? But, bro, I love your Air Gordons. Oh my God. I was in stitches, bro. I was in stitches.
Listen, bro.
You can't make this up, bro.
Listen, man. Air Gordons. Are you serious? Oh my God, man.
Dude, that might have to be the one for this week, bro. Right, cool.
Hold on, man. Air Gordons, bro. Hold on now.
Fake Uncle Michael Jordan.
Tighten up, bro. Please tighten up. Did she? I mean, the question is, was she trolling, or did she really think she hit a lick with the $140 everything Jordans?
I think she was trying to. I think she was doing something. I think she thinks she was doing something. That's what I'm trying to get at.
She went crazy with the 140s.
And
she's like, shit.
I think she deleted it, bro. I think she deleted it.
I can get off-white. I can get all the fours for 140.
All right, cool. Let's not troll her too much. I'm not.
Look, and the more you buy, the cheaper they are.
All right, cool. She's quite young. Let's be honest. She was quite young. She's probably very naive. But like,
I've been trolling too, though.
Yeah, you could be trolling. I'll try and find it after this. If she still got it up, I'll try and find it and send it to you. But like, I remember, bro. You know, when we talk about trolling, there's a lot of trolls out here, like we said on YouTube. So I think the other day, well, actually not the other day, I'm talking about the other day, about a year ago, some young girl went and said, look at my rotation, right? And her rotation was full of like dunks, Panda dunks, Red University dunks, all the dunks, right? All the dunks are probably sitting. And bro, she got trolled hard. And look, she was like, look at my heat, and then people were like, look at your bricks, bro. Like, bro, seriously, people troll hard, bro. Like, if you step out of line, no, not step out of line. If you flex and you think you're flexing and you think you're doing something, the response back is cruel, bro. Like, I feel sorry for people that actually get the troll, like, get a proper troll, absolute proper troll.
I'm good. I'm done with trolling people. I ain't. I do negative comments on sports, but I would never leave a negative comment on a sneaker post.
Yeah. But because people love what they love, innit? So you can't kind of. I feel it's a bit disrespectful, but unless it's an obvious UA or something.
My wife don't wear nothing but dunks and blazers. How can I talk about somebody?
Yeah, exactly that. Exactly that. Like what you like, bro. Like I have to say, one of the songs you put on, like if you guys don't know, before we actually start the Shoot Up podcast, we actually listen to loads of beats and to get ourselves revved up in the mood. And we're not like we're not in the mood, but Q was going through his catalog, and I love one of your tunes. Like your tunes are absolutely dope, right? You need to release some of these songs, but like the song where you go like what you like, rock what you like. That to me. It was such a dope song.
That was for my YouTube.
Yeah.
I never made it to like, it had a purpose. It was only meant to be seen or heard when my YouTube videos. I said I was going anyway. Let me not. Let's do some quick strikes.
Quick strikes. let's get off this chaos and do some quick strikes, bro.
We're gonna have to run through some of them too.
Yeah. True. Do you want to have a look at the Kobe release this week? Because obviously we had the Kobe and Powerpuff Girl release this week, and it looks like the Kobe. Like, even though we were saying the Kobe release was going to be quite a lot of pairs, there wasn't a lot of pairs because apparently there was not a lot of stock that actually released on the sneakers app. I think Vanessa said there was going to be 3 times the amount of Kobe Grinches, so that means maybe even the earlier release of the Kobe Grinch itself was super limited. So in reality, if we didn't see the amount of pairs that we were supposed to get, well, if we didn't get a lot of pairs on the sneakers app and elsewhere, I don't think it actually released elsewhere in the UK, just released in the sneakers app. But if we didn't see this release as much as we thought it was, then maybe all the other pairs were limited. But it does look like with that, bro, this is like a setup for everything else that's coming in 2024. And, like there's loads of stuff coming in 2024 in terms of the Kobe range. We've seen like maybe 5 or 6 pairs, even the Mambasita as well, which is awesome to see.
Yeah, this it wasn't many pairs, bro. A lot of places got pairs, but the places that got pairs didn't have real, true full size runs. A lot of places didn't have grade schools, so there were more than the Grinch. The original Grinch, sure, but it wasn't gratitude numbers. It wasn't Fear 3 numbers. It wasn't Royal Reimagined numbers. Like it was still low numbers based on the reactions I'm seeing. I did see some good W's, but I also saw a lot of resale activity, a lot of click campouts and cook group campouts and whatnot. So yeah, it was a problem. When the resellers come out and camp out in groups, it's a problem.
Yeah, it was always going to be a problem. But you know what? I rate the Kobe release, to be honest, because it's still bringing some Kobe sneakers back to the community. But bro, this release, the Powerpuff Girl SB Dunk lows. I don't know how it happened in the States for you guys, but we got like a shock drop, scratch this and kind of trying to get this. Yeah, bro, that was crazy, bro. That was absolutely crazy.
It was all the same thing. I think it was cool if you had time to pay attention to the app. I didn't have time to pay attention to the app.
No,
I wasn't necessarily going for them anyway, but I was trying to monitor the release, so to speak, and yeah, you had to be paying attention. You had to have your notifications on, up volume to the max, and be ready to jump on there because we talking about wasn't that many Kobe's.
yeah. Bro, that was crazy. That release was crazy. It's probably one of them
disappeared.
Yeah, and we haven't even got that the fourth one. I don't know what's happening with that. I can't remember what that fourth
Jojo.
one. The Mojo Jojo. Yeah, we haven't even seen that.
It might be Friends and Family. That's the only one that I was really interested in the first place.
Ironically, one of the most.
Bro, Mojo Jojo is my favorite character from that era of Mojo Jojo, Samurai Jack, and Aku. Yeah, Aku, Jack, and Mojo Jojo. Those were the 3 reasons why I would still watch Nickelodeon at that age.
Are they more villains, aren't they?
Mojo Jojo and Aku are.
Oh, okay, cool. I have no clue about the Powerpuff Girls, bro. I don't watch it, so I don't know.
Yeah, no, Mojo Jojo was pretty much their main villain. And bro, the way he talked and the way they animated him, bro, oh my God. Mojo Jojo is a cartoon villain legend, bro. Aku is too. I'm trying to tell you, if y'all know, if any of y'all seen follow Powerpuff Girls, bro, like back then, as far as cartoon villains, Mojo Jojo was it, boy. He funny. I mean, funny, bro. Too funny.
All right. But yeah,
Aku too, yeah.
Yeah, but that release was crazy, like in terms of what it did. But it is what it is. Like so I think SB Dunks are always going to be like specialized SB Dunks always going to be limited like that. So they're always going to kind of just do what they do. It's good to see that people that rock with skate shops were able to get them more readily than the actual sneakers app. And I think when it comes to SB Dunks, that's the best way to do releases, because basically it kind of when we talk about people trying to, the value of people picking the sneakers up and loyalty, that's where it comes from. You have to be loyal to the shop, you have to rock with the shop, they look after you a bit more. And when you talk about loyalty points, that's what it was all based on basically. If you're more loyal to picking up certain silhouettes and certain sneakers from a certain company, they're going to be more loyal to you, they're going to look after you, and we see that a lot more with boutiques as well, and it's good to see, definitely good to see.
Another person.
Right, moving on to the next quick spot, bro. Do you want to have a look at one of the biggest stories to happen this week, right? And I think it's basically epitomizes how Nike are going to go in the future, how Nike are going to do stuff in the future, because like when you provoke the beast, like the beast will always come back at you, bro. Like I'm being honest. It felt like it felt like a rush job, in my personal opinion, because like, I want to gauge. We talked about this last week, but I want to gauge your opinion on this, because we talked about how Travis versus John McEnroe, how that audio got leaked, and we talked about, but what we didn't allude to, and what we talked about after the podcast, was how much of this was a marketing tactic, and this is marketing genius, because the more we saw stuff come out last week, the more we realized that this was an absolute marketing tactic from Nike to promote the Travis Scott Mac Attack, which is dropping in the next by the time you hear this podcast, you probably already have dropped. But what's your thoughts on this?
Your angle every single time something controversial happened around the release, bro. You know that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, bro. Yeah, I know. But I'm gonna tell you why this happened. Like I'll explain in my logic alone. Like, and this is my opinion alone. I'll explain why this happened. But go on, bro. What do you think?
I don't know why. I don't know why. Because I can understand where you probably gonna come from with that, right? It does. Yeah. It can make sense. That don't mean it's true.
I know, and the truth, like we can only tell our own point of view, and I'm going to tell you my point of view, but obviously it might not be the truth. It might be me like grasping at straws and stuff like that. But
no, you ain't let me finish.
Go on, bro. Sorry.
This is ain't this real yayish? Ain't this?
You reckon?
Listen. John McEnroe going off the rails. It's nothing new. It's the same thing I said when we talked about it first time. Yeah. John McEnroe having outbursts and going off the rails is nothing new. That's one. That's one factor that keeps me from believing that it's fully planned out. I'm willing to go partially on Nike's side, because this campaign we've been knew about. Yep. We was just waiting to see when the shoe was gonna come out. Yep. They just held it off. You know what I'm saying? They didn't put out no more ads or whatever. But now we're seeing ads again because the shoe finna come out. Yeah. Now we're seeing this argument between Travis and McEnroe on the Nike Zoom come out. Yep. And now we're seeing the resale price on McEnroe's OG be under retail and Travis's twice the retail.
Yeah. No, bro. I saw a clip somebody looked at them. Like, I know it's really, really early, but they were all going for like $1,000, $1,000, bro. Like, that was crazy. And yeah, you got. Yeah, I'm talking about that.
So yeah, I mean, I'm with you on it look fishy.
Yeah.
And I'll roll with you if you believe that somebody in Nike leaked the video to bring controversy and attention to the shoe, which will drive consumerism towards the products.
Yep. It definitely. No, let me just say, it definitely has. It definitely has brought our attention to the Mac attack.
People that got the Travis Mac attack are going also, content creators rather, are going to go get the OG and make comparisons.
Yeah, so exactly.
Push sales for both pairs.
I do comparisons. Like I just did the comparison to the Gratitude 11s versus the Concord 11s. I do comparisons because it's good to kind of realize what the original is and what the new model and new makeup is. But now I'm gonna put a total spin on this, bro. Right? Because I'm going to tell you what I feel happened. My thoughts alone. Nobody else's. My thoughts alone. So Bjorn Golden came out. Listen. Stay with me for a second. Bjorn Golden came out. Michael Bjorn came out and said, right? He told us that we got stuff in the pipeline, and we're coming at you. And Nike was like, okay then. Travis, here's your script. McEnroe, here's your script. You know the Fear of God Adidas is coming out this week. What are we gonna do? You know what? We'll hype up a sneaker that probably did well, but hasn't gotten much resale. But we got Travis Scott jumping on it. It's coming out on the 19th. Let's put a script together and overshadow the Adidas Fear of God release. Cause bro, I'm telling you this, it overshadowed the whole situation with the John McEnroe and Travis Scott. Overshadowed the Fear of God release. It did. Nobody was talking about the Fear of God release. What were we talking about last week? The Travis versus Mac, right? Then off the back of that, they give John McEnroe the Mac. What do you call it? What's that? The Mac attack, right? Or with the t-shirt. He was wearing it. They did the interview, bro. With like somebody approached John McEnroe, and he had a Travis Mac on. He had a Travis Mac t-shirt on. That didn't come out of nowhere, right? On top of that, bro, they leaked straight after a couple of days. They leaked the interview, right? And then they had the whole controversial where Travis Scott spray canning John McEnroe's picture and all of that stuff. Bro, you can't tell me that's not a marketing tactic, because nobody was talking about Adidas Fear of God. Everybody was talking about this sneaker. What did Nike said? And what did Nike show you? We're not scared. We can do whatever we want to do with whatever silhouette we want to do. Adidas has got another sneaker coming out. All right, cool. Balvin, Travis, come together. Let's do something. No, they will do stuff like that. They are literally watching Adidas's moves, and they are literally going to produce brilliant marketing campaigns to make you forget there's another brand that's competing with them, bro. That's literally what I saw last week. I visibly saw this absolutely genius marketing tactic from Nike, and it literally had all of us talking. Tell me somebody that was talking about the Fear of God sneaker last week and wasn't talking about the Mac attack.
We were talking about the Fear of God sneakers last week. We were. And we talked about the Fear of Gods just as much, if not more, than we talked about the Travis Mac attack situation. And when we talked about the Travis situation, you didn't have none of these thoughts then.
Yeah, because the news just had leaked when we were actually recording, bro. Like the day before, we saw the clips. Like I'm talking, no, but the whole situation with Travis, the whole situation with the leak conversation, the leak argument happened.
We talked about it
a couple of days. Yeah, we talked about it, but it happened a couple of days before, and we were in like the epicenter of the actual whole discussion, whole controversy, and you know what? It would have stayed the same controversy had it not been for what happened during this week, which was merchandise for John McEnroe.
They just gave John McEnroe them shoes and that shirt. Just specifically No, bro. No,
bro. I truly believe it. I truly believe it, bro. I'm gonna say
why
because Nike were flexing.
When did we see? How long before we got these 5s did we see James Whitner wear them? Same thing with the 12s,
bro. It's
how
so,
many?
it's,
How
bro,
many? Cactus Jumpman Jacks have we seen Travis wear?
Bro,
everybody that's Khaled had all 4 of the 5s months. You see all the samples that we. Come on, bro. Ain't no way.
Bro.
No. They did not just all of a sudden say, let's create this fake argument and this controversy to drive business to this. And I'm not saying
it's not driving business to it. It's not driving business to it.
That's your whole argument.
Bro,
it's overshadowed. Marketing drives business.
I know it did drive business to it. Look at the price.
John McEnroe been had them shoes and that shirt since they've been made. It's his shoe. Like he said on the video. Why wouldn't Nike give him pairs of his shoe early? Just like everybody, Marcus Jordan running around here with trophy rooms that ain't out yet. Everybody that's associated with the shoe is gonna get the products and it's they stuff. They gonna get it before everybody else, before they start going around giving it out to other people. Fat Joe was running around giving out the shoe, wearing the shoe. He had it already before everybody else. John McEnroe had that stuff, bro. Come on, man.
Okay, cool. How easy is it to get a t-shirt made up? It's just your Nike, like one t-shirt made up with that. And you know the Travis Scott Mac Attack sneakers at the back. It wasn't even stitched. It was a felt tip. Bro, that's easy to do.
He did that himself.
Encouraged to do that for the whole. Bro. It was for me. The way I look at that was Nike basically went in with the thought process of. I truly believe Nike went into that situation and said, you know what, we're going to teach Bjorn a lesson here. I'm being honest. How ironic is it that they did this marketing campaign? I know the sneakers coming out on the 19th. That's fine, but they didn't need to do the marketing campaign the way they did it. They could actually just shown the pictures, dropped it all at once. They didn't need to do this controversy. But like in realistic terms,
they
last
didn't do
week.
It. McEnroe did.
Okay, cool. Even if the argument happened, even if it did happen, even if that whole situation happened, and we now know about it, nobody needed to drop that leak or leak that picture and exaggerate it and overshadow some of the other releases in that week. I'm just saying.
It wouldn't make sense. It's not smart for, like, come on, bro. I don't understand why you would. Nike ain't never did nothing. They don't have to do nothing like this. It's a Travis Scott shoe. It's the same thing Travis was telling McEnroe. We don't need to put no sauce on it, bro. It's me. Everything I touch is out the door. What are you talking about? Shut up and enjoy your royalties from me flipping your shoe. You're welcome.
Well, okay, cool. All right, we'll agree to disagree, but I see it one way and you see it another way. But the truth of the matter will be when Adidas have got a new collaboration with somebody else and we'll see the reaction from Nike. That's the one to watch. That's something I need to see, because like when we talk about stuff like this, it reminds me of when an artist releases a music video or a music album and all of a sudden somebody else jumps on it and releases it at the same date. This situation reminds me of that in retrospect. But I want to see what the reaction is from Nike when Adidas come with a new release or a new collaboration, because if they keep doing this, then I'm going to say, yeah, I believe it to be true.
You saying keep doing this? No, you already believe it. Don't put no caveat on it if they keep doing this, because the fact of the matter is Adidas ain't moving enough for Nike to even be this reactionary to do something so outside of the box like you suggested. I do believe that video was leaked from somebody at Nike to add some spice on the shoe actually coming out now. I'm with that part.
Yeah,
because who else had the video? Like somebody recorded their computer You know what I mean? That wasn't no screen recordings. That was off somebody's phone. So
Yo,
they sent it to somebody, and somebody sent it to somebody, and somebody put it online. But
I think it was very strategical by Nike to do that. The only reason why I say that is, why don't you just kind of get rid of the prime horse as soon as they kind of do something, and then make them look silly? Because, bro, like, if I was very ruthless like that, I would do that. I would just flex, like especially when you've been called out on stage and at an awards show, and somebody says, "We're coming for you." You just do a little flex, put them back in their place, and make them realize you can't compete.
Bruh, we just dropped three. We just dropped four huge sellout releases. Well, 3.5. The half being the gratitude, the Kobe's. The Soulfly 8s, like, come on, bro. We got too much. We just dropped Navy 3s. Like, we got too much stuff going on to even care that much to be trying to. Come on, man.
Yeah. Well, we'll see in the future. Like, it'll be interesting. We'll come back to this conversation, but like, I find it funny.
Reverse Grinch just dropped. You know? Like, what?
Yeah.
I think about them folks over there, man. Look.
Right, cool.
Matter of fact, I do you one better. Matter of fact, we chilling right now. We ain't worried about we got all our holiday end of the year releases lined up. We chilling. You know what? We gonna chill on the refurbished though. We gonna go ahead and shut that down for the rest of the year. You know, we're gonna let y'all breathe. You know, give some of our hardworking employees that been doing their thing all year. We're gonna give them a little slack. You know what I'm saying? Everybody
do you know when that's
a little vacation, man?
Do you know when that's gonna open again?
Probably at the top of the year. I mean, they ain't giving us no
solid date.
It don't matter, bro. It's gonna come back, and as long as they come back and people be able to get them deals and steals on there. And stop hating. Y'all real lame out there on the internet, bro. Y'all hating on everybody that's coming up. Stop acting like size 18s at Ross is like the grail find. Like everybody finding real matching 3s at Ross, and they size 16 and up.
Yo, bro, I just totally don't understand that, because like I feel like it's a bit of a cap, because like unless somebody's giving UAs in or something like that, like they realize the UAs and giving them away or something like that. How can you like bro? I even saw Lost and Founds. At Ross's. Somebody had. Bro, like how is this like? I can't believe that's happening. Who would give, bro? You must be really not in tune to sneakers if you're giving like reimagined threes and Lost and Founds into Ross's. It doesn't make sense to me at all, and I think it's a full absolute cap when people are producing all of these, like, oh, look what I found at Ross's. You know what that's content gone crazy, because. And if you are getting your sneaker and putting it on the shelf and saying, look what I found at Ross's, which I believe most of the time is true, right? You're capping. You're absolute capping.
I want to see a full video.
Yeah.
Of somebody walking in, seeing them there, picking them up, checking out. Because we've seen videos like that before. But when they pop up on IG, it's never a video, it's just photos. I want to see a video.
Yeah. That'll be quite interesting to see. Like,
and it's like the dudes that used to light Ross up for real, when you could really find gems in Ross and TJ Maxx and Marshalls and stores like that, Burlington Coat Factory. That was an era for YouTubers where it was a lot of YouTubers that would find really dope stuff in them type of stores, bro, them bargain basement stores that went under the radar. And after a while, especially during the pandemic, those dudes started to mention how them days is over with.
Yeah, it was because everybody got clued up. COVID clued up a lot of people that was actually trying to make a profit or trying to make a buck, because they were going like even here it was so hard to go into like a charity shop and find a hidden gem. Like I found a Columbia fours that were kind of beat to bits for like £25. That's before COVID, and during COVID you don't see that anymore. I use it as a sample color match sneaker anyway, but that to me is a rarity. And when you see more and more that happen, maybe the trend's reversing, you never know, but when you see more and more that happening, and especially with like not limited pairs, sought after pairs like Reimagine Freeze and Lost and Found Jordan 1s, and Jenny still hasn't got a Lost and Found Jordan 1. That's how like rarity that sneaker is. When you're finding it casually at Ross's, that you got to call cap, because a lot of people are way more clued up than ever, and they will be going after those pairs. When they see that'll be gone in seconds, bro. And I wouldn't be surprised if some of these pairs, if they do come on, the Ross employees know what they are and then actually keep them to the side for themselves.
Big facts right there.
Yeah, so like, that's a total cap. That's a total cap in my perspective. But yeah, next group strike, bro. Let's have a look at the Travis Scott Jordan 1 low rumor, because it seems like we might be getting, well, the rumor is, that's always going to be the case. The rumor is, and that's how we're going to start these conversations, that we might be getting a lot more Travis Scott Jordan 1 lows next year than expected. And it kind of like the rumor always goes about multiple pairs coming out of 2024, men's and women's, all of that stuff. And I find it very fascinating to see where this rumor comes from, or is it like an ambition take on, you know what, I wish these come out with more pairs. We saw the Olives, and that started, and now all of a sudden people are saying we're going to get multiple pairs, we're going to get 4 pairs, blah, 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 this, blah, 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 that. But are we getting confused with this, bro? Are people actually getting confused with this? I don't know if you've seen this picture. This is like some of the mock-ups and some of the maybe samples or some of the color grades. Somebody's put this together, or whatever it is. Are people getting confused with the cut the check sneaker and the Jordan 1 low? That's the real conversation.
Possibly. That would be hard to believe, though. I mean, it's a totally different style code.
But do we know the style code? That's the thing. Are the style codes similar to the Jordan 1 lows? And then that's the real thing.
The people that's supposed to know.
Yeah, exactly.
They put them out early. So if, bruh, come on, we talk once again. It's mock-ups, so we don't know. Like, and even if these 4 different cut the check colorways are legit. By the way, that triple black is stupid. I might need.
I know. You know what? It's way better than the Jordan 1 low. In my personal opinion, that's way better than Jordan 1 low.
I wouldn't go that far because Jordan 1 low, geez, 5 silhouette anyway. But yeah, that wouldn't. I like that one the best out of these 4 pictures. But yeah, bro. I don't want to hear about ones that we ain't even on ones yet. We on these. Like, let's just do these. And
how feasible is it for Travis to release? Bro, how feasible is it for Travis to release Jordan 1 lows and then more pairs of the cut the check? I would think the whole focus. He could do it. But I would have thought the focus would have been on the cut the check sneaker, especially if there's going to be way more variations of it, or a possibility. Do we get a pack with the Jordan 1 low and the cut the check? I don't know. Like, maybe it'll be quite interesting. I'm intrigued. I'm really intrigued to see what happens with the cut the check sneaker.
Yeah. If I don't want to think about packs. A Travis pack, that'd be ridiculous.
Go on. Elaborate. I want to hear your thought. Come on, this is the safe space, bro.
Because you talking about what was the last pack was this is the New Beginnings and then the little Russ brick. I said it on purpose too. I'm sorry, Russ. The pack was a West brick, not your game. It wasn't no more packs after that, right?
No.
The Jordan 16, Chuck 70 Westbrook pack. Yeah, and that one was, I think that was like 500, 600, something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it would be
pack, bro.
You?
The cut the check probably gonna be 190, 200.
Yeah.
And the low is gonna be. Oh, speaking of which, why was the Mac Attack 150 on Travis' website, but they 120 on Nike?
I'm not gonna say anything, bro. I already know that.
Travis ain't never trying to buy nothing from Travis' website.
Yeah, but also the Mac Attack the OG Mac Attack was way more expensive than the Travis Scott Mac Attack, bro. let's not talk about that.
And you think it's a plan? You think it's a plan? Come on, bro. It's chaos. It's chaos with that.
I know it's chaos, but it's gonna be interesting to see what happens with these Mac Attacks and Travis Scotts. You think with the current climate, like the reason why they don't do packs is because they're too expensive and a lot of people may not pick them up?
Nah, people are gonna buy the resellers gonna buy them up.
Yeah, for sure. All right, next quick strike, bro. And next on the agenda is cool. Do you want to talk about Kanye's merch, or do you want to talk about auction sneakers? One of the two. You got two choices, bro.
Mr. West.
I knew you was gonna pick that.
Here we go again. Kanye is back. Say his album didn't come out on time.
No, it got delayed. I think it got delayed. I don't know if it's still out. I haven't even. You know what? As we speak, I'm gonna go and look for it. Hold on.
I don't even care. I don't care. I hear it if I hear it. I'm not going to listen to bro music, even though he got Ty Dolla $ign on there, and I'm hearing that he's supposed to have a lot to do with Ty Dolla $ign next album, which is what it is. But yeah, Kanye dropped.
I could only choose one song from the album, by the way. So I don't know if it's officially dropped yet.
Right.
It was supposed to drop this Friday, gone.
Kanye just he released some $100 socks.
Bro, they're the what do you call it? The biblical socks, bro. This is what they used to wear back in the day. So you got to release that. Look, all of that merchandise is biblical. Like this is very minimalistic.
He dropped $100 dog tag. He dropped $80 dingy Long John shirt. He dropped a $50 sleeveless dingy shirt. And he dropped digital concert tickets.
You know what? So you know what? The one thing that makes me laugh is that carrier bag on the bottom right.
It ain't got no price on it. Oh no.
It's probably gonna be the packaging that comes with the actual buy. Like you remember Kanye West said that like those when he did the Gap, was it a Gap thing when he actually had them in a trash, not in a trash bag, but in big bags, and you just go and pick up the size. Yeah, it's the same thing. He's gonna send you all of that merchandise in a carrier bag, bro. It's not going to be packed. It's going to be put in a carrier bag and it's sent to you. That's crazy. Like a lot of people didn't like that. At all. Like they were in uproar about that. Just like, what are you doing, bro? Like Kanye West, what are you doing? Has he lost his appeal at this moment in time? Like in terms of what he's trying to sell.
When did he have any appeal outside of the Yeezys, outside of the shoes? And we saw how quickly that tide turned from the
everybody likes
few years. The first few years he was dropping sneakers. I'm talking about specifically sneakers.
Yeah,
The slides, he went, the foam runners and the slides, but then he went knit runner. He went, what was the boots, the big stupid boots that Fat Joe wore that swiftly disappeared from the minds and the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, he been off base for a while. Like the dopest thing he dropped was that Gap hoodie, in my opinion. He ain't dropping merch that the sneakerheads are running to. Like ain't too many cool people that are just cool people, and like they do them. They not rushing to follow the trends or have the like that one video we saw with them guys, they look like fools, and they went to naming how expensive everything they had.
Oh yeah. My jacket's 10 grand. My shoes are 15 grand. Oh yeah.
That's the stuff. Kanye dropping stuff for them type of people. That shit is not for us, bro. It's not.
I think a lot of people. I think a lot of people like the Gap jacket. To be honest, like the big puffy Gap jackets. A lot of people like them. To be honest, but I think it's.
Who wearing it?
I don't know, bro.
It's over.
But
it's over because it's a high fashion thing. It's a trendy thing. You get it when it's new. You get it off, and then you get rid of it.
Yeah,
that's not a sneaker culture thing. We buy what's hot and try to keep it forever.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And wear it forever. You know?
There is certain things. There is certain things like trends and trendy. I have to say, there's people that pick up trendy stuff, and there's people that pick up stuff that's trendy but still stays trendy even though the trend's gone. I think there's two different kind of ways you can look at it. Like trendy high fashion stuff always comes and goes, nobody ever wears it. But trendy fashion like Jordans and other kind of silhouettes and brands people wear, and even though the trend goes, they still pick them up and wear them. There's a little bit of a difference. It's difference between it. But Kanye West, bro, that situation is too funny to me. Like, everybody didn't really respect that the way it came, and I haven't released my sneaker news as of time recording, but you're gonna see what I say about that. So watch out for that if you guys follow me, or go and check out the sneaker news by the time you're hearing this. But it's I think he's lost a lot of momentum with this as well, and I think it's. Unless he's moving on to the high end fashion like Balenciaga and Gucci and stuff like that, and he's appealing to a different variation of people in terms of picking up sneakers and stuff, picking up merchandise, sneakers, apparel. It's not for us. It's definitely not for us.
Mm-hmm. I'm staying far away.
But yes, next up, bro, last quick wrap for the day. I'm gonna look at these auction sneakers. It looks like this week we had 3 sneakers on auction. One of them was the Eminem Jordan 4, signed Eminem Jordan 4s. One of them was apparently a Spike Lee Jordan 3 PE from when he won, was it the Oscars or something like that? When he went to the awards and he won an award. They were found in the trash, and basically somebody picked them up and set them for auction. I don't know how many pairs of that were made.
That's cap.
Yeah, I think so. And also like that happened, and all of a sudden we have another variation, which is the Travis Scott Jordan 1 Low, worn Travis Scott Jordan 1 Lows that's gone to auction as well. It sounds like a lot of people, a lot of collectibles, a lot of collectors are actually selling their sneakers, and this is not the first time. We've seen it happen over the last year or so, when people have actually just gone to Sotheby's auction and sold their sneakers, and actually have lost on the value of the sneakers that they paid as well. So, like, my question is the game changing? Is it the fact that now, if you're sitting on collectibles, are you cashing out? Number one, and if you're sitting on collectibles that were X amount of value and you know you're gonna lose it, are you still cashing out? That's the question, bro.
I would, if it were me, if I had something like that Spike Lee 3, if it was real. First of all, I would be trying to get it authenticated. First of all, I want to authenticate it by the most knowledgeable sources I can get in contact with. Because when you potentially got something like that, you can't play with it.
Nope.
That's all this hypothetical, right? Because I think that story is cap. You ain't just found that shoe nowhere. Like, who would be dumb enough? Come on.
Anyway. How many were they made though? That's the problem. How many of those sneakers were they made? Because I only thought there was only one of them made for Spike Lee.
Exactly. That's what I believe. It was the only one made for him. That don't mean that somebody else in the company, didn't have pairs. But as far as I know, it was only the one pair that he had. But even if, like I said, you got to get that authenticated, best of your ability. And then you go for sneaker collectors. I'm not running to no auction and try to get top dollar. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get guys that like Mayor, Fat Joe, Lil Yachty, Clark Kent, guys that do this for real. And try to potentially make a play with one of them. Mm-hmm. Especially somebody like Clark Kent, who got ties to the brands. You know what I'm saying? Now, we're talking about getting put on a list. If I give DJ Clark Kent a great deal on a one-of-a-kind sneaker, yeah. Bruh, tell you what, just put me down, dog. I'll pay. I'll still pay. But help me, you know what I'm saying? Let me get access to some of the stuff that is inaccessible to the regular person. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to barter that into some type of deal where I can have some exclusivity. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was weird. It was kind of really weird because, like, when I saw that story, my initial thought process was, did Spike Lee just get rid of his Jordan 3 PEs? And I don't believe he would ever do that.
Hell no. What Spike Lee we talking about? Spike Lee is synonymous with the Jordan 3.
Exactly, bro. And all gold Jordan 3?
And the 4.
No.
Like, come on, bro.
Do the right thing.
Them might as well be Spike. They need to drop some more Spike Lees, 3s and 4s. Yeah. I would like to see that. I would want a 3
for sure.
I want a 3 with Spike Lee face in the back, or the the 40 acres, or whatever, Yeah, they need to do more with Spike. I think.
But then obviously we're just talking about the Jordan 3, but we also saw the signed version of Eminem 4s, and we saw the Travis Scott constant worn lows as well. Was it game worn? Oh yeah, you could call it game worn. Yeah, game worn or it's constant one of two, but they were obviously worn by Travis Scott. Like, it's interesting to see like people that have got these sneakers are now cashing in because I think maybe they feel like the trend of sneakers is obviously the trend of sneakers is fading with a lot of the commercial trend in terms of how 2020 from considering what 2020 is to what we are now, the commercial success of sneakers, and the people that aren't true sneakerheads are probably thinking, you know what, maybe the value of these sneakers will go down eventually, so let me just cash in. But what they don't realize is in the future that they're going to be so valuable in terms of what they are.
Trying to leverage that to some type of relationship, bro. Introduce me to Gentry, HL, somebody. You know what I'm saying? They put me on with them names. They be Randy and Linda and all these names they be calling me. Yeah, I need to. You get on one of them lists, man. I'm telling you.
Put you on the list.
Y'all already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn up on YouTube every time. Big shout outs, big praises. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Perfect release. Everything. The paint is perfect. The materials are perfect. The colorway is perfect. Everything is perfect.
That smudge is supposed to be there. That paint drop is supposed to be there.
Yeah. It adds character. You know what I'm talking about? I'm in. Sign me up. Sign me up.
The defect. You know what they say, or what they say, imperfection is perfection. Yo, that sneaker's perfection because it's imperfect.
Boy, I'm telling you, as soon as I find a way in, I'm selling out. I'm telling y'all right now. I'm selling all the way out, boy. I can't even speak on the Beatles no more. I'm gonna be like them Nike athletes when they be on these shows. And they be like, how you feel about these? Nah.
No. You're gonna be Q Jordan. You're like, no Reeboks and Adidas in my house. I'm not gonna talk about them. If you wear them, you'll tell you you're wearing your socks. And if you got Reebok socks on, you're wearing your birthday suits.
No, I ain't got nothing against Reebok.
No, not Reebok. I'm talking about Adidas and all that stuff.
Yeah. Adidas, New Balance. Nah, y'all out of here.
You talk about New Balance? This is bro. You talk about New Balance? I'll make them old balances out the door.
Right. Look. You gotta leave them on the porch. And I'm gonna hit the incinerator button. Walls gonna slide out. Flamethrowers.
You remember Mr. Burns who got this button? You know Simpsons. Mr. Burns got that button. Yeah. You're gonna have that button on the front porch. You know what? It'll be like a little AI robot or something like that, or AI monitor. And all of a sudden, you put some sneakers down. If it's not got the swoosh, what do you see? Is
spray paint. Come on with some Nike orange spray paint. Spray paint your whole shoe Nike orange.
You know what? I want that orange Nike umbrella. That looks dope, bro. I saw that the other day.
I saw that.
I saw that the other day. I want that orange Nike umbrella. That looks dope, bro. That looks absolute dope. I would get that. I'm gonna actually source that.
I like the reversible umbrellas. You seen them?
Nah.
The new reverse, like they open the other way around.
Oh, they open up this way. Okay, cool. Show me later after the podcast. Right, moving on to our main subject, bro. Let's have a talk about the main subject today, which was Marcus Jordan coming on to Complex and basically talking about the situation with the trophy room Jordan 1s and showing a lot more other samples, not PEs. And what's your thoughts, bro? What's your thoughts on the whole conversation?
It was great. I'm gonna say this right off top. I have regained the respect for Marcus Jordan. He back at 0 with me.
Neutral beer.
Yeah. So he redeemed himself because I think a lot of us, we were just waiting on him to really speak on the backdoor situation with the trophy room 1 highs in a real way. And he kind of played with it. He joked about it on Twitter and he didn't really say much. Even when people did have opportunity to ask him questions about it, he kind of avoided it and seemed reluctant to speak on it. But in his recent interview on the finale of FSR, he kind of opened up. It wasn't like he wasn't fully transparent, but he did say a lot more than he said in the past. He did say everybody that was involved with the backdooring of pairs was fired. He denied any and all allegations, of course.
Yep. First and foremost,
I believed him. And I appreciated him just even answering their questions about it because we knew they was going to ask those questions.
Yeah. Do you feel like he couldn't talk on that moment or the situation? You just waiting for the dust to settle before he actually had that conversation because for him it was like anything he says he's going to be condemned for anyway because it felt like all the hate and the trolling and the stigma was against him, so he had to take it and live with it.
I do believe that's the approach he had. Excuse me. He didn't say that, but it seemed like that was the approach he had.
Yeah. If he's telling the truth, then he's probably won a lot more people over by just doing what he's done. I don't know how much. Well, I think you said you've turned neutral. I still am skeptical, but you got to believe. No, you not got to believe. You got to kind of take in the new information and kind of run with it and let it kind of sit. If it sits with you correctly, if it doesn't, if you still want more proof, some people still want more evidence and proof and stuff like that. But it probably was really embarrassing for him if you really think about it, because if you've got employees that are backdooring and you're the owner of the shop, then and you know nothing about it, like i.e. some situations that's probably going on now, then you're probably going to be feeling really embarrassed about it and not want to talk about it and kind of resolve it internally and not even kind of air out your dirty laundry. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I mean, I can respect that. He handled it. He did handle it gracefully, when they did answer the question. So I'm just cool. I'm not on his side, and I'm not against him. I'm just right back at zero, and he still got ways to go.
He's got a lot to prove still. He's definitely got a lot to prove.
But he did bring out samples.
Yeah, that's the main reason why I want to bring this to the main subject, because some of these samples, bro, I'm gonna say maybe they should have released them.
So first of all, the trophy room low OG that we're getting is 2 colorways, home and away. Yep. It's like a reverse black toe. Well, it's a Chicago in the front and black toe in the back.
Yep.
Different material blocking on it. It looked like the red does have that frozen effect, kind of like the highs had. And the back is like a carbon fiber, kind of snake skin-ish looking situation.
You know what it reminds me of? The bread toe satins. You know the bread toe satins?
Yeah.
It reminds me of that.
Give you that vibe. And also the lining. There's blue and red on the leather edges, because the inspiration for the shoe came from Michael Jordan's rookie card, and it's all the colors: the gold, the blue, the red, all those colors laying on that card. So shout out to that, man. The inspiration is understandable. Trophy room logo etched into the side.
Yeah, I like that. Dope. I like that. That's dope.
Gold Wings logo on the back. And the home pair has a white swoosh, which is going to be trophy room exclusive. This picture right here, if you watch it, you can see that leather edge, that blue on the leather edge. And yeah, man, these are hard.
I like them. They're definitely hard.
And these are samples.
Yep. I saw that. What do you think about the? Are you going in? That's the question.
I don't know. Depending on when they drop and what's going on around it, I'm not on it like that. It's nice.
Okay, cool. It definitely is nice. It definitely looks nice. But bro, now let's talk about this Jordan 1 high, the freeze highs, bro. Basically the freeze out highs, like more of a predominant blue, like more not royal blue, but like more of like a light faded
sky blue
on it. Yep, freeze out sample. Do you like these better than the ones that released?
Yes. 100%. This blue sample, freeze out sample is I mean, with the red tongue tag, probably red laces instead of the blue laces.
You know what that sneaker looks like? It's a sneaker that I have in my rotation. The Game Royal. Remember the Game Royal blues?
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely looks like one of the Game Royal blues, but like a freeze out variation with like frosty glow on it. It definitely is a nice variation. I do prefer these over the Chicago looking trophy ones that we got. It makes this one makes way more sense as well for the name of it.
You should drop this at some point.
Hopefully, maybe, you know what I said the other week to somebody. It's a beautiful marketing tactic that social media that we've got is basically allows people to showcase something that didn't release, like a sample, and potentially gauge the reaction. This is why I believe like a lot of Travis Scott Cut the Check sneakers got like this early look, because I think the brands are looking at what the response is from these sneakers, and they will release a variation that has a lot more attention to it. So with Marcus Jordan doing this and it's bringing more attention to this, I think maybe in the future they might kind of say that did get a lot of attention back in the day, let's kind of release this. But the most important one is the Jordan 7. Let's look at that, bro. I know they did the little modifications to the Jordan 7, but let's look at the all blue Jordan 7 with the original shape, because that, to me, that one there, bro, that is dope. That, to me, that kind of looks like almost like the Dornbecker 6, but a Trophy Room 7 variation. I like the Trophy Room 7 that released. Very good, very beautiful. I'm still trying to source that. But this Jordan 7, all blue, like almost a dark royal navy blue with the cardinal kind of colours to it. Yo, that's dope. That's so dope. What's your thoughts, bro? You don't like it, do you?
It makes,
you can say that.
No. I wouldn't. Don't put words in my mouth. It puts me in mind of the K54.
Yeah. Yeah.
Much better.
Okay. And I've got the K54 7s as well, and I agree with you on that as well. I think that's beautiful.
The suede and leather material blacking, and if you notice, please, if y'all listening, go and Google Jordan 7 Trophy Room sample or Trophy Room Jordan 7 sample.
Yeah.
If you look at the blue on the leather, the blue on the suede, and the blue on the outsole, and the blue on the midsole and toe cap are all different color blues.
Yeah. I say you see that.
And that don't bother me one single bit about this, bro. Normally stuff like that would irk me, but dog, it's man.
It almost gives you like a gradient. It almost gives you like that gradient effect.
Yeah, because the leather is the darkest and the outsole is the lightest.
Lightest, yeah. I like that. I think they need to release that one day, bro, because I don't like the modified variations. I don't like the modified variations. It
looks like a what's the Truth Light or MVP or something like that.
Yes. Take that off the screen, bro. Go scroll back up, bro. Scroll back up. I don't like the modified Jordan 7. I think that sample Trophy Room Jordan 7 is dope. I think one day they need to release that. That to me is just so beautiful, so beautiful. The way it looks, the way it kind of contrasts each other. Like you said, all the different blues come in together, and they're not even like they're not variably different either. They're like in that same spectrum, subtly but just slightly modified.
Yeah, I think it's just the difference in the materials. They might all be the exact same color blue, but they take different materials.
Exactly. But saying that, I don't mind the Trophy Room 7 that released either. It's just both. They should, bro. Let me talk about packs. They should have released this as a pack, both of them together. That would have been dope.
The ones, the sample ones are better than the ones we got, and the sample 7s are better than the ones we got.
Oh, sheesh. I never knew you were going to say that, bro.
Yeah. They're both better. The blue ones are better than the red ones, and this dark blue 7 is better than the white or red 7.
That is a beautiful colorway. Like, I'm no cap. That to me, that 7 and even that 1 is so beautiful. Like,
he knew that too. Marcus knew that before he brought them shoes out there.
I won't be surprised if you get a friends and family variation that he gives to a lot of people. Like, I won't even be surprised if he kind of gets a lot of phone calls after that, and people like, you know that sample 70. You go, oh, you know that sample 1. You go, can we have it? Can you make us one? Order on demand, bro. Order on demand for friends and family. Imagine that. You need to get yourself on that list, bro. You're working on it.
Well, Brian ain't gonna be able to help me, so now I got to start.
Stop trolling Brian, bro. you be going to your Ross's next, bro.
Yeah. So when we finish recording, I'm going to Ross, see if I can find me some Spike Lee's in the dumpster in the back of the store. Maybe I can get on the list then.
Put me on the list. I'm breaking down the doors. I need a pair of these.
Yeah, bro.
You gained a bit more respect for. You gain a bit more respect for Marcus. It's good to, you know what? Sometimes with situations like that, it's clarity is by talking about the situation, going through the situation with people, because people. You know what it is? Sometimes not talking about a situation makes the situation even worse, because people want to know what happened. And when you keep people in the dark, especially if it's something major like what actually happened, like, oh yeah, backdoor this and backdoor that, and all this happened, all that happened, people just want to know so they can kind of make up their own mind. And I know like people just curious like that. They want to just know what happened, what the situation was, why this happened, why they didn't get pairs, this and that. And I think if he's innocent, which when he opens up a bit more, it seems like he is, it kind of then makes you be more sympathetic to him. So maybe playing the game he did was better for him. But I do now, like I said, if he's proven innocent, then the people that were accusing him need to go back and say sorry to him. And that's always with every situation. Like, we need to kind of do that more and more to kind of give more respect to people when certain situations happen, because you don't know what somebody else is going through. Unfortunately, you don't know what.
We still don't know. Like, I mean, he can say what he want to say, and it's up to you whether you want to believe him or not. It's not like a legal situation or something that's on paper. So it's his word against whoever else is, pretty much. And it don't matter, because as long as whatever they drop is dope, it's gonna sell. So we bought, everybody bought 7s. Everybody gonna buy these 1s, hopefully, for him.
Yeah. It just goes to show, like, bro, we talked about Trophy Room, we talked about other retailers and stuff like that. It just goes to show, at the end of the day, the product always does the talking, no matter what happens with it. Like, I'm pretty sure when the whole Kanye situation, people were still buying Yeezys, even though some people were burning them. You're what? Shout out to Straight Outta Compton. Shout out to Ice. Oh, you mean it? Dr. Dre and all of that stuff, from Ice Cube and all of that stuff. But like, the most funniest thing about the whole situation with Straight Outta Compton, and this always happens, is when people go and buy the merchandise to actually go and then burn it, and you're like, what's the point? Like, what's the point? You're still putting money in our pocket by buying the merchandise. What you're doing is detrimental to your cause, but it's actually helping our cause. Because like, that happened, bro. Like, if you hate something, I don't understand. If you hate something so much, why do you go and attract yourself to it and talk about it even more and bring more light to it, when all you need to do is just go, that's it. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm going to walk away from it. And then let whatever it's gonna be is gonna be. I'm not even shining no light on that, and that's more detrimental to them, because you're not shining no light on it. But basically, if you talk about it, then it must really affect you that much for you to talk about it, and then you're still bringing attention to it. Then you're still leasing your mind to it. See what I'm saying? So I don't understand how people like kind of just keep talking about situations that affect them when they just need to be quiet and walk away from it.
People do crazy shit for whatever their crazy reasons are. You'll be crazy too if you understood why people did everything they did.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, think about that, bro. Like logically, when you don't understand or why somebody is doing or saying something, or you feel like, or majority of people feel like, oh, that's crazy, that was stupid, that was dumb. It's a good thing that you don't understand why they did it.
Yeah, because if you did understand it, you'd be doing the same thing.
Yeah, and you'll be looking just as crazy as him. So yeah, everything ain't to be understood, man. Yeah, I mean, knowledge is great, but
the human psyche is crazy sometimes. The human psyche is absolutely crazy sometimes. There's some weird, really crazy people out here. Talking about crazy situations. Do you think it's that time, bro?
Yeah. When resale is too high.
Damn resellers. Order.
When hype beats go too far.
These damn hype beasts. Order in the court. Order.
When the back door opens.
Guilty.
It's time for
order in the court.
The sneaker court of public
Guilty.
opinion.
Guilty! Welcome back to Sneaker Court of Public Opinion with me, Judge Public Opinion and Executioner. What is up, guys? Today we're talking about a situation, some drama, and when you just thought it couldn't get any worse for social status, for James Whitner, for McEnroe. Man, talk about shooting yourself in the foot. So as you know, guys, we're always going to keep we're always going to tell it like it is. We're always going to keep not the same energy. We're always going to switch up the energy when it needs to be switched up. We're always going to talk about the situation. And this week's situation is McEnroe have been cancelling some of your peers. And I'm talking about not the first come, first serves either. We're talking about raffle peers. We've just seen a spate of Dawn pairs being cancelled recently this week. I know a couple of people that have lost out on Dawn pairs when they actually should have won the raffle, or they did win the raffle and they didn't get the pairs. And it does also feel like some of these people that could have won from other retailers and would have easily won from other retailers have been lost out of not pocket but out of sneaker. And it's not a good situation, bro. It's definitely not a good situation when you can't fulfill your order and you've given a raffle win. And I'm not even talking about a week. I'm not even talking about a couple of weeks. I'm talking about a month on when you haven't shipped and people are worried. And you know what? Some people actually did say, oh, I won't get my pair because I've won both of these pairs. I don't know if I'm going to get my pair. And it seems like some of the people were validated for saying that because, bro, like, how do you explain the situation with a month on when your order's been confirmed and you are going to have your pair shipped out and then your pair doesn't ship out, and then a month on when you actually, to be honest, the Dawn pair were quite an easy cop when they actually released on the retailers, and it doesn't come to you, and now you're left out of sneaker, to be honest, and your money's been waiting to be refunded. This is terrible, bro. Like, how do you not know your stock level? And how do you not know if you can fulfill your shipment? I don't understand that. Like, come on, like, go on.
People still waiting on T-shirts.
Yeah.
We got people trolling. It's bad. It's bad, and they opened themselves up for this. I jokingly said, it wasn't necessarily joking, but I did jokingly say, they come out on the 17th, you'll get them by the 1st.
Yeah.
It's the 17th again. And people just now getting pairs or just now getting canceled. Like I say, people been waiting on T-shirts and the merch part of the release, people still ain't got yet. Normally, you would get the merch first. If you cop both, if you cop the sneaker and the merch, normally you would get the merch first. People waiting on T-shirts, dog. This is not cool, man. at all.
Ironically, the merch is still sitting in various shops here, and people are not. Well, some people are not going to cop that because they were still waiting on their actual MMNA release. Lucky enough, I got both of my pairs. Thank God for that. But I'm just really intrigued to see. Like cancellation, and I'm one of the sisters' sons actually was a size 11, and she told me that a couple of days back when the 3 week period or the 15 working day period had surpassed, they just said sorry, you can't fulfill your order. It just makes no sense to me. Like if you got stock level and if you know the raffle winners, and we're talking about raffle winners as well, bro. We're talking about people that won the raffle were guaranteed a pair before the first come first serve release. They're not getting their pairs. So how why don't you prioritize the people that won the raffle to get your release rather than people that were the first come first serve? Even then, bro, there's no order to the release. When they kind of got all these pairs, they started shipping them all in one go. They should have fulfilled the raffle orders ASAP. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's what they're supposed to do. That's what they normally do. That's what happened for me. Because I hit both my pairs on one on APB and the other on Alma Mater. And also the pair I got for Terrell was an Alma Mater invoice. So I don't know what to say about this. It's looking real bad. A lot of people claiming they got quality issues. A lot of people got canceled. A lot of people still waiting. They only got a label created as far as they tracking, and this release has been over for a couple of
24th
weeks,
of November, bro. 24th of November, and we're nearly at Christmas, so it's kind of a bit crazy. And like, bro, like I don't know. Was it a mistake to go global release? Because like this is the airships was the first time they actually globally released. And kind of provide it to like the whole world, and I think the MMNA, this is the first time the MMNA 5 or the MMNA have done a global raffle and a global release. From my knowledge, correct me if I'm wrong, but like I maybe it was too much. I don't know. Something's definitely gone wrong.
Was this the worst release of the year?
You gotta put it down to that because like I took my I knew it was gonna take me, like you said, 3 weeks to get my sneaker because I got my airships 3 weeks later, then I got my Dawns 3 weeks later, then I got my Dust 3 weeks later, which I was expecting, but like that's fine. But to cancel raffle wins, like bro, to cancel somebody's raffle win that they actually won, not only did you stop them from going for the first come first serve, but then you also stopped them from because they thought they were going to get their pair, but you also stopped them from going in for the regular Dawn pair release, which was everywhere, bro. I'm talking some of these pairs are still sitting on the retailers here. I'm not talking about bigger sizes.
And it was a card hold raffle too. So you got instantly charged when you want.
Yeah, exactly. So, bro, like this is spot on. Terrible release. The worst release this year, I would say, from the MMNA side.
Yeah, hate to say it, but it is what it is, and we got to be fair. We've been
very
consistent. We've been hype on this release. We both hype still. Like I know I still love the sneakers, but the way this release went down, the fact that people being canceled right now, it's looking real bad, man. And I ain't got no excuses for them at all.
No. It kind of, like I said last week, like me waiting for the pair for 3 weeks and not knowing the uncertainty with it, whether it's gonna kind of be shipped or not. That took a lot away from that release for me personally, because I was really excited at that point when I actually won it. Not saying I won it the next day or the next, but like it took kind of a long time. And then for me to kind of get my pair, lucky enough, touch wood, right? And also on top of that, there was no quality issues on both of the pairs, which I've been blessed with. So I still, like I said, still love the pair. But it's really sad for me to see a lot of people that actually won the raffle, their actual sneakers have been cancelled. And that to me feels really unfair for the people that actually won the raffle and not the first come, first serve. And it's like, why? It just a lot of questions with no answers at this moment in time, bro. A lot of questions. Trash. But yeah, on top of, on that, bro.
It's trash. Horrible.
Guilty! This is James Whitner and Emma Manu. You're guilty for cancelling pairs and pairs of Dawns. You might get cancellations for Dusk if you're still waiting for them, because after the 15-day period, they're starting to cancel them. The Dusk being the exclusive Emma Manu release. I feel sorry for you guys. There's nothing I can say to actually compensate you for a sneaker. And all the stick that James Whitner is getting for this release, one of the trashiest releases this year, you're guilty. And on that, bro, give the company a verdict, because this is terrible. You don't want to do it either, bro. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. But we have to be very consistent.
You know what? No more I'm on my year social status releases for 6 months.
And that's the executioner's verdict, because Q said so. Guilty.
In July, make sure y'all drop them Air Max 95s. When resale is too high.
Damn resellers. Order.
When hype beats go too far.
These damn hype beasts. Order in the court. Order.
The back door opens.
Guilty.
It's time for
Order in the court.
the sneaker court of public
Guilty.
opinion.
Oh man, I don't like to do it, and especially with my peers and my peers have been fulfilled as well, and my order's been fulfilled. Like I'm not a very selfish sneaker guy, or not very selfish person. But in terms of the like sneakers, it's nice to get like everybody get their pairs, and especially when you won, like. It's like the jubilation of actually winning, and you're like, yes, I won, and all of a sudden, last minute, just taking it away. As you know what, it was Grinch. You're being a Grinch before Christmas, and Christmas is just around the corner, and that's how bad it is. Like, it could have happened any time of the year, but do it just before Christmas, bro. If I'm James Whitner, and this is happening right this moment in time before Christmas, anybody that's not got a pair, I'm putting more production down, and I will fulfill your order however long it takes.
That ain't his decision to make.
I know it's not, but I would be trying my best to do that, because letting somebody down just before Christmas with one of the most anticipated releases, that's bad, bro.
They should save those accounts that got canceled and send them an invoice for whatever the next drop is in that size.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I think that's good compensation. I think compensation is definitely needed for this, 100%. Like without doubt.
I can't wait to see what they're gonna do with the Air Max 95.
Oh yeah. There's rumors of that. There's rumors, bro. There's rumors of another Jordan 3 and then there's another Jordan 4 next year as well.
Yeah, I ain't thinking about that though. I believe it's easier for me to believe the Air Max 95 rumor, because we know that's how it go. They go Nike Jordan. They tend to alternate between I'm on my year of social status with I'm on my year of Jordan, social status Nike, and they bounce back and forth. Because before the 5s, we got the Mac Attacks.
Yeah.
And before the Mac Attacks, we got the 12s.
Yep.
And for the 12s, we got the pennies. So, we bounce back and forth. I'm looking forward to them 95s though. I wonder what they're gonna do with it.
Yeah,
hopefully they can stay in good standing long enough to actually get to it.
Yeah, we're talking about the whole situation with James Whitner and what's happened with social status. Everything.
This release, because of obviously is lumped in now, and now he's giving people more reason to stand on the negative feelings that they had from the backdoor situation.
Yeah. And the thing is, bro, like we said with that situation, we're always gonna we're always going to address it when we get more evidence, and especially when we brought this to court, and we talked about this. It was always going to be something that was going to bring to court because there's evidence there. There's evidence of cancellations of these dawn pairs. You can only work on a substantial evidence, and no court works on speculation or stuff like that. And then when like we need to be real with, and we need to keep it real every time something happens, and that's what we do.
Yeah, I can't have the same energy for it because it's disappointment more so than anger. And you know, anger, you can get spiced up with anger, but disappointment is like a saddening feeling. You know what I'm saying? So
you would have been angry.
That's why we can't say we maintain the same energy. You know what I'm saying? And plus two, I look at both those situations separately. The controversy with the money laundering and all that is a different situation than this cancellation thing. Like, both bad, but not the same way. You know.
Yeah, exactly that. It's interesting. Like, it just. I know people are gonna jump on the bandwagon. I know what people are gonna start saying and all of that stuff, and why pairs weren't fulfilled. And people are already saying it on the comments. You know you're in a bad situation when you start dropping information and comments, and people are just bombarding your comments with, "Where's my pair? It hasn't been shipped. It hasn't happened. That hasn't happened. Blah blah blah." And you know it's a bad situation. But you need to kind of thank you. I kind of muted that. But it's a bad situation when stuff like that happens. You kind of need to maneuver and move. The best thing James Whitner could do and Emma could do is, like you said, compensate. Like make a compensation, make those accounts priority for the next release to make sure they get their pairs for whatever they enter next as well. So that'd be good compensation. But they need to explain this somehow. They need to kind of explain this somehow.
They tried already, it didn't work.
Yeah, because people just jumped on it. Like, I think we would have both been angry if not angry, but upset if we didn't get our pairs. And this is why.
What? We had a whole topic. That's a whole topic, main topic too. I need 15 minutes to roast that, boy. Every
second, a sentence would have started with, "Where's my pairs? Boom, boom, boom. Where's my pairs? Boom, boom, boom. Where's my?" But this week we learned one thing, right? Because every step you take, every move you make, every bond you break, every step you take, Nike's watching you. That's always going to be the case, bro.
You need to watch me more closely. Understand?
Put you on the list. That's the main priority for this week. Put Q on the list.
You better.
Maybe one day the ambitions are there. Maybe one day that will happen. Maybe tomorrow that will happen.
I'm waiting on my letter, my phone call, my lanyard, my access card, my
gift cards.
I don't need no gift card to give me the employee account. There's a gift card enough. Discount code.
Man. Yeah. But yes, this was a episode 97 of the Shoot Up Podcast. Interesting. So this week's been interesting. Some very interesting subject matters. It's very intriguing. Like we say, we always keep it real, and we always tell it like it is. And sometimes, even though you don't want to take something to court, you have to take something to court because, bro, our main priority is to make sure people get the sneakers they want. That's the main priority. Yeah, absolute shambles this week, bro. Especially with Avenue. I the first thing I did when I learnt about the cancellation, I was on my phone. Right, I was like, let me look at this place. Let me look at that place. Where is it? Where is it the cheapest you can get it? I even asked around a couple of questions if the dawn pair was sitting anywhere. Unfortunately, I think it was the dust pair that had not been shipped and been cancelled. So I was looking at resale on the dust pairs because you can't get it anywhere else. bro, like I was trying to move, like trying to situate. I was even giving some advice to the sis to say, you need to get your dust pair quick, because if a lot of people get their dust pair cancelled, that price is going to spike in the short term. So you need to kind of maneuver quickly if you want to kind of get that sneaker, and you can weigh it out. It might go up, it might go down, but if you really want to be reactive, you need to react to the market, and that's what I said to her. So, yeah. The unfortunate thing is she got her pairs. Her son didn't get his dust pairs. So, and that's the only pair he wanted. And he keeps looking at her pairs like, damn. And it's sad. It's very sad. Nothing you can say, bro. Nothing you can say and do in this situation.
See what you did, James? You out here destroying lives, crushing hopes and dreams out here. You see what you're doing to people? Let this be a lesson to you.
Let it be a lesson to everybody, bro. Like especially if you won a pair and you're expecting it to come and it gets cancelled, bro. Just a little side note. I remember to this day this exact time and moment I won a pair of Jordan 1 high satin breads for my missus. You probably heard this story before. Probably not on the podcast. Probably on the podcast. And it was from End Clothing. I got the message to say, congratulations, you won. I got the bank notification to say, transaction failed. This might be unauthorized. Please check your bank account. And then seconds later, I got a notification from End Clothing to say, sorry, you had lost. I was raging, bro. And it's like you instantly got the win. Your bank account says this might be fraudulent because it's at midnight. And then End Clothing says, sorry, you haven't got it. Bank messed up. Reached out to End saying, I want it. I can pay it. The bank thought it's fraud. Can I pay it, please? Because I want it. Because it's for the missus. Because that's the only sneaker she wanted that year. And they said no. And I said, how can you give me a win and give me a loss at the same time? I was raging, bro. I was raging to the point where, like, why can't your system just reserve it until I can fulfill my payment? Like, and they said, no, the system don't work like that. And I said, your system's rubbish. Like, you gave me the win and you gave me the loss at the same time. Your system's rubbish. Just reserve it so I can fulfill my payment. You're basically giving out wins at midnight. They don't do that anymore. They do it at 8 o'clock in the morning. You're giving wins, and I swapped it to PayPal in the future. But you're giving wins at midnight when the banks might trigger it as a suspicious activity. Because who in their right mind is paying for a sneaker? Oh, except for us. But who in their right mind is paying for a sneaker at 12 o'clock in the night? See what I'm saying? But a raffle that's been reserved. Bro, it kind of had me in a way where I don't get that like that anymore. I was raging. That was really early on. Like, I was raging, bro, raging. Especially when it was for the missus. She had to calm me down. She had to literally calm me down.
And Clothing ain't the only place that do that.
Yeah. And but that was just my experience with them. So.
No, that's not between this Soulfly situation, this I'm on my air situation, and situations like that. These companies need to get their systems updated. Get with the times, because we are not going to be happy with you, and we're not going to want to keep spending money with you when stuff like that happens. So, yeah.
That's the truth of it, though, as well. That's definitely the truth of it. But yes, like I said, episode 97 of the Shudo podcast. One thing you learned from this is your retailers, make sure you do your releases properly and you fulfill your orders. Like, even if you win, don't give them a person a loss when they've won. So it's very heart wrenching because you're taking away you're taking away the endorphins and you're actually replacing them with absolute anger.
Yeah. On that note, hopefully, if you got a pair pending, you'll get it.
Yeah, fingers crossed, guys. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, Shout out to everybody that got them. It's fucked up for everybody that got canceled. There will be another one. There will be another
Yeah.
one. And hopefully y'all have a great day, a great week, a great month, a great last few days of the year.
Last stretch to Christmas, yeah.
Yeah. Buy what you like, rock what you like. Don't believe the hype. The hype ain't real. And sneakers don't make you cool.
You make the sneakers cool, guys. Remember that.
Yes, you do. True Dog Podcast. We out of here.
Peace.